You know those people who just walk into a room and boom, everyone's attention is on them, even before they say a word? We call that charisma, right? And we usually think, wow, they must have been born with it. But what if I told you it's not a gift, it's a skill based on science. And the biggest secrets to being that person have almost nothing to do with how you look or the jokes you tell. So let's get into it. This quote right here, this just flips the whole script. Forget everything you thought you knew. It's not about being the funniest or the best looking person there. The real magic, the science of it, is all happening in what your body is communicating long before you even open your mouth. And just look at this breakdown. It's kind of crazy when you see it laid out like this. A whopping 93% of your impact on other people, it comes from your non-verbal cues. Your words, they only account for 7%. That means your body is having a full-blown conversation with everyone around you at all times. So it's probably a good idea to learn the language, right? Okay, so our first secret is the foundation for everything else. We're talking about your posture. And this is so much more than your mom telling you to stand up straight. This is about sending a powerful signal, not just to the world, but, get this, to your own brain. So on the left, you've got what we'll call the passive stance. Shoulders hunched, kind of closed off. It just screams insecurity, and honestly, it makes you feel almost invisible. But then, look at the right. That's a power pose. It's open, it's expansive, you're taking up space. Think Wonder Woman, hands on her hips. This pose doesn't just look confident, it actually creates confidence. And here's where it gets really mind-blowing. This isn't just about faking it till you make it. This is real science. If you hold a confident posture for just 2 minutes, that's it, 120 seconds, you can literally trigger a chemical change inside your brain. And here's the proof. After just 2 minutes of power posing, your testosterone levels, that's the hormone linked to confidence and feeling powerful, they spike. At the same time, your cortisol, which is the main stress hormone, absolutely plummets. You are literally biologically making yourself feel more powerful and less stressed out just by changing how you stand. So the huge takeaway here is this. You don't have to wait until you feel confident to stand confidently. It actually works the other way around. Your posture is the trigger. True confidence can come directly from your posture, not from some personality trait you think you do or don't have. Okay, so you've used your posture to set that confident foundation. Secret number 2 is all about how you build a real personal connection. And again, you can do this without saying a single word. This is all about making the other person feel like they're the only one in the room. Let's start with eye contact. It can be awkward, right? Staring feels way too intense, but looking away makes you seem disinterested. Well, here's the solution, the eye contact triangle. It's super simple. You just let your gaze drift gently from their left eye to their right eye and then down to their mouth and then cycle back up. It feels incredibly engaging for them, but it's not intimidating at all. Next up is a really powerful psychological tool called mirroring. See, at a very basic level, we're drawn to people who are like us, and mirroring taps right into that. You subtly reflect the other person's body language, and it creates this instant subconscious feeling of, hey, this person gets me. It builds rapport like nothing else. And it's so easy to do. For example, if the person you're talking to crosses their arms, you don't immediately copy them. You wait a few seconds, and then you naturally find a way to do the same. The key here is to be subtle and add a little delay so you're not just being a copycat. It sends this deep subconscious signal that says, hey, I'm on your side. We're in sync. All right, so we've got your body language and your actions covered. Our third and final nonverbal secret has to do with the instrument you use for that last 7% of communication, your voice. Because remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Just listen to the difference here. When your pitch goes up at the end of a sentence, it sounds like you're asking a question, right? It makes you sound like you're not really sure of what you're saying. Now, compare that to this. When your pitch goes down at the end of a sentence, it sounds like a statement of fact. It conveys authority, it conveys confidence. This is the key. By just making that one simple change, ending your statements with a downward inflection, you totally change how people hear you. You go from sounding uncertain to sounding authoritative. That is the voice people listen to. That is the voice of a leader. So what happens when you put all 3 of these secrets together? The confident posture, the connective actions, the authoritative voice. Well, you create this incredibly powerful psychological effect that starts working for you before you've even made your point. It's called the halo effect. Basically, when you project that nonverbal charisma, people's brains instinctively create this positive impression of you, and that halo makes them see everything else you do and say in a better light. They'll just assume you're smarter, more competent, more trustworthy, all because of the silent signals you sent out first. So there it is, your brand new charisma toolkit, and it's so simple and so actionable. First, use power posing to literally rewire your brain for confidence. Second, build that deep connection using the eye triangle and mirroring. And third, command respect with that downward inflection. See, these aren't personality traits you're born with, they're skills. Skills you can start practicing today. And that really brings us to the most important question. As you're sitting there right now listening to this, what signals are you sending? Just take a second. Check in with yourself. Open up your posture, relax your shoulders, become aware of that silent conversation you're having with the world. What is your body saying about you right now?